don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Markkinen. Shot by Dunn, no good.
Woo, I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
He shoots, off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game was started.
Stuffs it down with authority. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The first quarter's complete. Warriors enjoying some breathing room right now. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started.
We got this. Let's go.
Nothing going here on that drive. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot. Zach LaVine has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 82%. So he hits the first, misses the second. To Green. Fires the 3. Not getting the bounce. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Chicago with the possession. Willie snatching it out of the air. Markkinen. Zach LaVine. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Old school equals high percentage.
And the finish at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Draymond Green sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there. Short jumper off the mark. To Shaun Livingston. Lets it fly from long range. First free throw is good. Missed the middle one. One more coming. Here comes the screen to Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Markkanen. Great pass to set it up. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
From the outside, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical, keep knocking him off balance.
To LaVine. From the painted area, won't go down. Possession lies with Golden State. Nothing going here on that drive. Sacrificing everything for the loose ball. Willie Cauley-Stein with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Cauley-Stein powers it through. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Over to the right side. Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Shaun Livingston. 4-3. Livingston can't get that one to go. Defense was all over him. LaVine. Nice pass to set things up. Mo Bamba powers it through. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw good. A 3-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Chicago possession to Mo Bamba. Rises for the slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense does. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Short jumper won't fall.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Here's a chance from long range, and it's Burks with the rebound. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Warriors with a commanding lead.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Done. Deep right corner. Zach LaVine. He's now 4 for 6.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Done. Passed it off. Zach LaVine doing what he does best.
A two-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
To Thompson for 3, knocks it down, and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Klay Thompson with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. And he adds the free throw. Done to Porter. Beyond the arc for 3. They need something to go down. It's no good. To Green. Offensive rebound. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Done. To Zach LaVine. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
This is where I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Mo Bamba. Doesn't get the bounce. The follow won't go either. Willie Cauley-Stein swats it. Porter.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Deep left corner. Green buries it on the catch and shoot.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
LaVine to Young. Count the basket inside.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Warriors have the basketball. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
To LaVine. Slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
And he'll head to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Misses the first. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2.
Yeah, baby, here we go.
Stepping in for the Warriors, number 30, Stephen Curry.
Golden State at the controls.
For the Chicago Bulls, number 24.
To Green. Going to launch beyond the arc. Exclamation point. Willie Cauley-Stein with the slam.
Ed, I bet you can't say his name 3 times fast.
That's William Cauley-Stein, my
I said
friend.
fast, Ed, fast.
A drive through the paint, but a shot misses. assist.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
To Russell. From long range, D'Angelo Russell bothered just enough on that one.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Gets it in the left corner. Curry, tough shot. He hits.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Curling inside. Stuffs it down with authority.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
And scores.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes Not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Bulls with the basketball. D'Angelo Russell. Tips it. Scooped up. Going the other way. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Here comes the screen. Time to shoot for the Bulls. Short jumper stays out. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Curry fires the three. Man, that was a tough shot.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Draymond Green, huge block. Curry into the front court. The lead is 15. Won't go down. Thaddeus Young, tough matchup with Draymond Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Young. To Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine doing what he does best. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Long heave from three-quarters court. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Warriors put one in the win column with a solid performance. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the three ball, and it was instrumental to their success. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Golden State Warriors. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.
We got London on the train.
Need 2 bucks. What the 2 bucks? What that cool cup? What that 2 bucks? What your jewels cost? What that cool cost? I need 2 bucks. I'm not no more.
Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. I'm just dancing dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk, and get back yours again. Back to back in them Ferraris, we stay horse playing. Run up on us in them, gon' heck. Harvard student doing my taxes, I got friends. I put rings on them hundreds, I married. You see my money and ice everywhere on them. And we each other, cause we don't cherish them. But we don't leak out that info, we can't embarrass them. Can't leave the country, but I got my beef from London. These talk but see me out and ain't on nothing. I'm in the stew, I need to go get the. You got 20s, I got hundreds. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool off. I miss dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. 200 to Izzy, get my ice here. Plastic, y'all as real as Buzz Lightyear. Say, got that done with the prices. I don't with this for this. We got. Down to them. They don't check none of the artists, so I'm. Problem is you see me get it. 8212, just bracket. I might be in that Escalade, but I ain't lacking. Put that on you, act like I don't know what happened. I hear the story, be like, that was trash. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool off. I miss dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
I'm still under 21, so I can't. But them my name and they can't wait. Crib came with a court and some legal officials. Cake around my neck, VS1 the crystals. Extended magazines, chauffeur limousines. Before I got a ding. $65,000 on jeans. Ball like stuff for lotion. Skirt the Testarossa. All about the guap like a stockbroker. Brother with me. Was mad older. Had to keep it like the OG Yoda.
Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool off. I miss dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
We got London on the track.
Hey. I need 2 votes. With that cool with that jewel. With your jewels close. With that cool close. I need 2 votes. I'm the new hawk.
Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool off. I miss dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. And get back yours again. Back to back in them Ferraris, we stay horse playing. Run up on us in them, gon' heck. Harvard student doing my taxes, I got friends. I put rings on them hundreds, I married. You see my money and ice everywhere on them. And we each other, cause we don't cherish them. But we don't leak out that info, we can't embarrass them. Can't leave the country, but I got my beef from London. These talk but see me out and ain't on nothing. I'm in the stew, I need to go get the. You got 20s, I got hundreds. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool off. I miss dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. 200 to Izzy, get my ice here. Plastic, y'all as real as Buzz Lightyear. Say, got that done with the prices. I don't with this for this. We got. Down to them. They don't check none of the artists, so I'm. Problem is you see me get it. 8212, just bracket. I might be in that Escalade, but I ain't lacking. Put that on you, act like I don't know what happened. I hear the story, be like, that was trash. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hope. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
I'm still under 21, so I can't. But them my name and they can't wait. Crib came with a court and some legal officials. Cake around my neck, VS1 the crystals. Extended magazines, chauffeur limousines. Before I got a demon. $65,000 on jeans. Ball like stuff for lotion. Skirt the Testarossa. All about the guap like a stockbroker. Brother with me. Was mad older. Had to keep it like the OG Yoda.
Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hope. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
We got London on the track.
Hey. I need 2 votes. With the jewels. With that cool with that jewel. With your jewels close. With that cool close. I need 2 votes. I'm the new horse.
Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hope. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. And give back yours again. Back to back in them Ferraris, we stay horse playing. Run up on the center, gon' heck. Harvard student doing my taxes, I got friends. I put rings on them hundreds, I'm married. You see my money and ice everywhere on them. And we each other cause we don't cherish them. But we don't leak out that info, we can't embarrass them. Can't leave the country, but I got my beef from London. These talk but see me out and ain't on nothing. I'm in the stew, I need to go get the. You got 20s, I got hundreds. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hope. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. 200 to Izzy, get my ice here. Plastic, y'all as real as Buzz Lightyear. Say, got that done with the prices. I don't with this for this. We got. Down to them. They don't take none of the artists, so I'm. Problem is you see me get 8212. Was bracket. I might be in that Escalade, but I ain't lacking. Put that on you, act like I don't know what happened. I hear the story, be like, that was trash. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hope. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
I'm still under 21, so I can't. But them my name and they can't wait. Crib came with a court and some legal officials. Cake around my neck, VS1 the crystals. Extended magazines, chauffeur limousines. Before I got a demon. $65,000 on jeans. Ball like stuff for lotion. Skirt the Testarossa. All about the guap like a stockbroker. Brother with me. Was mad older. Had to keep it like the OG Yoda.
Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hope. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
We got London on the track.
Hey, I need 2 votes. With the Drew course. With that cool course. With that Drew. With your Drew course. With that cool course. I need 2 votes. I'm the new horse.
Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. And get back, yours again. Back to back in them Ferraris, we stay horse playing. Run up on the center, gon' heck. Harvard student doing my taxes, I got friends. I put rings on them hundreds, I married. You see my money and ice everywhere on them. And we each other cause we don't cherish them. But we don't leak out that info, we can't embarrass them. Can't leave the country, but I got my beef from London. These talk but see me out and ain't on nothing. I'm in the stew, I need to go get the. You got 20s, I got hundreds. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. 200 to Izzy, get my ice here. Plastic, y'all as real as Buzz Lightyear. Say, got that done with the price is. I don't with this for this. We got. Down to that. They don't check none of the artists, so I'm. Problem is you see me get it. 8212 was bracket. I might be in that Escalade, but I ain't lacking. Put that on you, act like I don't know what happened. I hear the story, be like, that was trash. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
I'm still under 21, so I can't. But them my name and they can't wait. Crib came with a court and some legal officials. Cake around my neck, VS1 the crystals. Extended magazines, chauffeur limousines. Before I got a ding. $65,000 on jeans. Ball like stuff for lotion. Skirt the Testarossa. All about the guap like a stockbroker. Brother with me. Was mad older. Had to keep it like the OG Yoda.
Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
We got London on the track.
Hey, I need 2 votes. With the Drew course. With that cool course. With that Drew. With your Drew course. With that cool course. I need 2 votes. I'm the new horse.
Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. And get back, yours again. Back to back in them Ferraris, we stay horse playing. Run up on the center, gon' heck. Harvard student doing my taxes, I got friends. I put rings on them hundreds, I married. You see my money and ice everywhere on them. And we each other cause we don't cherish them. But we don't leak out that info, we can't embarrass them. Can't leave the country, but I got my beef from London. These talk but see me out and ain't on nothing. I'm in the stew, I need to go get the. You got 20s, I got hundreds. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hawk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up. Aimers dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. 200 to hit me, get my ice here. Classic, y'all, it's real as Buzz Lightyear. Say, got that done with the prices. I don't with this for this. We got, down to that. They don't check none of the artists, so I'm. Problem when you see me get it. 8212 was bracket. I might be in that Escalade, but I ain't lacking. Put that on you, act like I don't know what happened. I hear the story, be like, that was trash. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hope. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool off. Aimers dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
I'm still under 21, so I can't. But them my name and they can't wait. Crib came with a court and some legal officials. Cake around my neck, VS1 the crystals. Extended magazines, chauffeur limousines. Before I got a ding. $65,000 on jeans. Ball like stuff for lotion. Skirt the Testarossa. All about the guap like a stockbroker. Brother with me. Was mad older. Had to keep it like the OG Yoda.
Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hope. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool off. Aimers dancing. Each other, cause we don't cherish them. But we don't leak out that info, we can't embarrass them. Can't leave the country, but I got my beef from London. These talk but see me out and ain't on nothing. I'm in the store, I need to go get the. You got 20s, I got 100s. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hope. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool off. Aimers dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. 200 to Izzy, get my ice here. Classic, y'all, it's real as Buzz Lightyear. Say, got that done with the prices. I don't with this for this. We got. Down to that. They don't check none of the artists, so I'm. Problem when you see me get it. 8212 was bracket. I might be in that Escalade, but I ain't lacking. Put that on you, act like I don't know what happened. I hear the story, be like, that was trash. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hope. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool off. Aimers dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
I'm still under 21, so I can't. But them my name and they can't wait. Crib came with a court and some legal officials. Cake around my neck, VS1 the crystals. Extended magazines, chauffeur limousines. Before I got a ding. $65,000 on jeans. Ball like stuff for lotion. Skirt the Testarossa. All about the guap like a stockbroker. Yeah. Brother with me, 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 brother with me. Was mad older, had to keep it like the OG Yoda.
Too much money, I need like 2 volts. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new Hulk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk, loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up, cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk, tools talk.
We got London on the track.
Hey, I need 2 bucks. With the 2 course. With that cool course. With that jeweler. With your jeweler course. With that cool course. I need 2 bucks. I'm the new horse.
Too much money, I need like 2 volts. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new Hulk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk, loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up, cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk, tools talk, tools talk. And give back yours again. Back to back in them Ferraris, we stay horse playing. Run up on us in them, gon' heck. Harvard student doing my taxes, I got friends. I put rings on them hundreds, I married. You see my money and ice everywhere on them. And we each other cause we don't cherish them. But we don't leak out that info, we can't embarrass them. Can't leave the country, but I got my beef from London. These talk but see me out and ain't on nothing. I'm in the store, I need to go get the. You got 20s, I got hundreds. Too much money, I need like 2 volts. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new Hulk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk, loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up, cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. 200 to Izzy, get my ice here. Classic, y'all as real as Buzz Lightyear. Say, got that done with the prices. I don't with this for this. We got. Down to that. They don't check none of the artists, so I'm. Problem is you see me get it. 8212 was bracket. I might be in that Escalade, but I ain't lacking. Put that on you, act like I don't know what happened. I hear the story, be like, that was trash. Too much money, I need like 2 volts. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new Hulk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk, loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up, cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
I'm still under 21, so I can't. But them my name and they can't wait. Crib came with a court and some legal officials. Cake around my neck, VS1 the crystals. Extended magazines, chauffeur limousines. Before I got a ding. $65,000 on jeans. Ball like stuff for lotion. Skirt the Testarossa. All about the guap like a stockbroker. Brother with me. Was mad older, had to keep it like the OG Yoda.
Too much money, I need like 2 volts. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new Hulk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk, loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up, cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool up. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk, tools talk.
We got London on the track.
Hey, I need 2 bucks. With the 2 course. With that cool course. With that jeweler. With your jeweler course. With that cool course. I need 2 bucks. I'm the new horse.
Too much money, I need like 2 volts. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new Hulk. We don't pay attention to no loose talk, loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool up, cool up. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk, and get back yours again. Back to back in them Ferraris, we stay horse playing. Run up on us and I'm gon' heck. Harvard student doing my taxes, I got friends. I put rings on them hundreds, I'm married. You see my money and ice everywhere on them. And we each other cause we don't cherish them. But we don't leak out that info, we can't embarrass them. Can't leave the country, but I got my beef from London. These talk but see me out and ain't on nothing. I'm in the stew, I need to go get the. You got 20s, I got hundreds. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hope. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool off. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk. 200 to Izzy, get my ice here. Plastic, y'all as real as Buzz Lightyear. Say, got that done with the prices. I don't with this for this. We got. Down to them. They don't take none of the artists, so I'm. Problem is you see me get it. 8212 was bracket. I might be in that Escalade, but I ain't lacking. Put that on you, act like I don't know what happened. I heard the story, be like, that was trash. Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hope. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool off. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
I'm still under 21, so I can't. But them my name and they can't wait. Crib came with a court and some legal officials. Cake around my neck, VS1 the crystals. Extended magazines, chauffeur limousines. Before I $65,000 on jeans. Ball like stuff for lotion. Skirt the Testarossa. All about the guap like a stockbroker. Brother with me. Was mad older. Had to keep it like the OG Yoda.
Too much money, I need like 2 votes. Stacks big and green, I call my pockets the new hope. We don't pay attention to no loose talk. 100 times I had to let it cool off. Amos dancing on me doing a moonwalk. Can't wear my AP, I had to let it cool off. Almost died from pneumonia, had to take my jewels off. We don't argue with these, we just let them tools talk.
Good evening from Northern California and Oakland. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Jay, Oracle Arena, oldest building in the league. Crazy to think this is its final season.
And Ed, if I know these fans and I know this team, they're going out with a bang. Good luck walking out of Oracle with the dub in Dub Nation.
They've had a lot to cheer about in recent years. The Warriors secure the opening tip, and we're underway in Oakland. Pelicans have it. Ball. It's a big finish.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Holiday controls the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Down low to Favors. And it's rebounded by Green. Got it.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, You ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Holiday in possession. 5-point game. Ball. And stuffs it home.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Count the basket. 2 more points. Points in the paint.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Holiday controls the basketball. Down 5. Favors to Ball. Baseline drive. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Ball. To Holiday. For 3. Not that time. He missed it. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Lonzo Ball able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Pelicans basketball. Can't connect. Lonzo Ball swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Knocked loose. Warriors come up with it. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
To Green. Cauley-Stein. Now pass stolen by the Pelicans. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Brandon Ingram at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 65% free throw shooter. Warriors basketball. To Curry from long range. And Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the 3.
That shot was nice. But that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Counted at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Ball into the front court. Down 3. Down the lane to lay it in.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
It down with authority.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Lonzo with it. They're down 3. To Holiday. Here comes the screen. Holiday. New Orleans down to 4 in the shot clock. Has a look. Okafor's shot misses. Pelicans have the basketball. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Up by 3. It's Steph for 2. Shot won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Terrific vision. Slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Holiday, down low to Okafor. And the finish, slam dunk.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
And finally, play is stopped on the tie-up. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. To Holiday. Here comes the screen. Drew Holiday sizing up Draymond Green. Wide open look, won't go.
After a miss like that, you at least have to rub your hands on your shorts. At least make it seem like the ball slipped.
Drew Holiday. First couple didn't go. That one is true. Warriors have the basketball.
Let's go.
To Russell. Five to shoot for Golden State. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. D'Angelo Russell, hand in his face. No issues there.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Holiday. Rises for the slam. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Green to Thompson. Off the assist.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
New Orleans will take it up. Holiday. Whoa! What a finish!
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Deep left corner, going to launch, beyond the arc. Textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Now a shot by Thompson, no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To Thompson. Beyond the arc for three. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Redick. Oh, you've got to get that one to go. To Holiday. Now Ingram down low. And a throwdown. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Pelicans. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. And count the basket inside.
normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Yes, D'Angelo Russell, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
It's Pelicans ball. Holiday. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Thompson. Lets it fly from long range, and a chance coming up at the line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Whistle blows. It's an 8-second violation. Thompson. Russell. To Thompson. Fires the three. Few do it as well. Klay Thompson, hand in his face, strokes the three.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, man.
Doesn't happen. And a putback slam. That's it for the first quarter. The Pelicans have the lead. One quarter down. Jay, is anyone gonna miss? Defense was not good in that first quarter.
You know why?
Why?
Because of the versatility. Because this is positionless basketball, which makes it beautiful to watch. Everybody can triple threat, dribble, drive, shoot the three, do things from long distance. It's a thing of beauty where this game is going.
Holiday in possession. Leads just a point. Here comes the screen. Holiday to Josh Hart. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Curry. Hart to Redick. Fires the three, and the rebound taken down by Green. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good to cement the three-point play. The lead is back down to 1. Ball with the basketball. Looking to make something happen to Josh Hart. Redick to Josh Hart. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. 5 seconds to shoot. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Warriors have the basketball. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Ball. Lonzo Ball. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
To Alec Burks. Cauley Stein. No, not a good pass as the Pelicans come up with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
To Green. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Alec Burks. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
New Orleans has it to Favors. Knocked loose. Favors sizing up Draymond Green. Oh, blocked away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Ball. Won't go down. Draymond Green snatching it out of the air. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
I'll say this. Great young talent, but needs to really start making better decisions and protecting the ball.
Favors. Willie Cauley's.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Favors. J.J. Redick. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
Ball to Josh Hart. Trying to cash in. Shot by Favors. Off the mark.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Lonzo Ball brings it up the floor. To Redick. Draymond Green sends it away. That's out. Last touch by Draymond Green. Favors. Shot from the lane won't go. Count the basket at the rim.
And like we've seen so many times, this is what you have to worry about. with the Warriors. When they get on a run like this, they can put the game to bed in a hurry.
Lonzo Ball, defended by Draymond Green. To Favors. Draymond Green with the block. Lonzo Ball. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Man, I've seen this kid play with some grown men prior to making it to the league. As my old friend would say, same pan, same grease.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
There's no better feeling after a game, after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Well defended, but Burks knocks it down.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
That's a momentum play right there. To Alec Burks. Alec Burks with the slam.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Cruises inside for 2.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
From the painted area, won't go down. Another follow, still no good. To Russell. Not that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I'll tell you what, it's impressive to watch a young player this new to the NBA not be afraid to drive to the basket. Goes a long way in establishing your presence in the league.
Lonzo Ball, 4 out of 7.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
And the rebound taken by New Orleans. Ball with it up top. Margins 8. Down low to Okafor. And throws it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great. That's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Short jumper stays out. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
Into the game for the Pelicans, number 11, Drew Holiday.
4-3. And he's going to the line to shoot.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximum effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
First free throw is good. Second and 3 is good. 3 for 3. Nice. Ball into the front court. Trailing by 10. Willie Cauley-Stein pins it. That's his third block this evening.
This game is all All about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To ball. From the outside, no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Holiday. Nice pass to get things going.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Ball to Holiday. Drew Holiday. 3 for 6 now.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Terrific hustle. Ball stays in play. New Orleans going to take it up. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Willie Cauley-Stein. Lonzo with it. His guys can hold for the final shot. Here comes the screen. Deep three at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. The Warriors with the lead.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Warriors have the lead, but not by much. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible, and if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors. The Pelicans aren't down by much after 2 quarters. I love the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Game track. Steals.
We might be enjoying these first half highlights of steals, but I'm sure the coaches won't be in the next film session. Neither of these teams have been consistently able to maintain control of the basketball.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. To Thompson. Green. Down low, Cauley Stein. For three. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Off the assist.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Willie Cauley-Stein. Huge block. Fourth this contest.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Lays it up and in.
Man, he's got the defender out like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Pelicans basketball.
Right.
Ball. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
Lonzo Ball with the rock. To Holiday. They get it down to Ingram. Oh, emphatic slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, there's